Hello everyone, Tejumala Ifalua Anolopo here. In this particular video, we are going to discuss energy stores. Okay, this is contained in the Ks3 curriculum, which is for year 7. We are going to talk about the different energy stores we have, and we're going to talk about how energy is transferred. So let's just get right into it. Energy is basically stored in many systems in our homes. Now, the energy we are talking about here, it's not okay, I have energy, I have power. No, that's not what we're talking about. So far, you can lift something. Let's say you have a pen. So far, you can lift your pen from one position to the other. That's what energy in physics is all about. Okay, so whenever we talk about energy, the first thing that should come to your mind is movement. So we have different types of energy store. The first one we're gonna look at is the kinetic store. The kinetic store of an object is filled when an object speeds up and empties when an object slows down. So I'll just want you to look at it in this way. Let's say you have a jar. Okay, let's say this is the kinetic energy store of a particular object. Okay, once this athlete is running, okay, once she's running, so let's say the kinetic energy store gets really filled up. Okay, and once she stops running, okay, it's more like we have emptied that energy store. So that is just what we are talking about basically, and this principle applies to the different kinds of energy store we're gonna look at in this particular video. So when she speeds up, you have a fully filled energy store. When she slows down, you have an empty energy store. Okay, then we have gravitational potential energy store. Gravity deals with when you throw something up, it will definitely come down. Okay, it's a type of energy store that we have as well. So we'll go back to okay, let's use this. We'll go back to our illustration of a jar. Okay, the gravitational store of an object is filled up when an object is raised. So when you raise the object up, so it could be when you jump up, it could be when you throw a ball up, it could just be when you throw anything up, the gravitational energy store gets really filled up. Okay, then once the object starts coming down, okay, then it starts reducing and reducing and reducing. Then you have an empty store. That's just the basic idea. Then we have elastic potential energy store. Okay, what you're looking at this in this picture is what you call a catapult. Okay, this is made up of wood and a rubber. Okay, the elastic store of an object is filled when it is stretched or compressed. Okay, when you pull the catapult, usually place a stone right here. In most cases, there's usually a stone here, so you can just snap the thing and to hit whatever object you aim it at. So once you stretch it, the elastic potential is filled up when you stretch it, and once it compresses, the energy stores empties. That's just basic idea. So you have your empty jar here and you have your fully filled jar here when it is stretched. Okay, let's just change our color here. Let's go back to, yes, yellow. Okay, then you have the chemical store. A chemical store is emptied during a chemical reaction. Okay, where is the standard like this? Yeah, is emptied during a chemical reaction when energy is transferred to the thermal store of the surrounding. Okay, yeah, in this picture you have fire burning. It's really hot, but before this fire started, we must have a fuel. Okay, it could be gasoline, it could be wood, it could be any other type of flammable material or flammable, yeah, fuel in general, they are flammable. Okay, so those materials, gasoline or methane, natural gas, or all types of fuels, they have a chemical energy store in them. Okay, and once they get used up by burning, the chemical energy store empties. Okay, so it's more like we have a little bit of a transfer from the fuel to this burning fire. Okay, and when something produces heat, fire produces heat. When you move close to it, you feel the heat. Okay, fire produces heat. So that heat is what we refer to as thermal store. Thermal means heat, thermal store. Okay, so that heat you feel in the surroundings, that means the chemical store has been emptied, then the thermal store has increased in a way. Then yes, we've talked about thermal store. This is the last type of energy store we have, thermal store. Okay, here you have an iron that has been heated, red hot iron. I want to advise you to touch this red hot iron. Okay, thermal store is filled when heated and emptied when the substance cools down. So when it is red hot, um, the energy store is filled up. Then when it cools down, when it's cold, when it's time for you to touch it and it won't harm you, okay, there we go. Then our energy store, which is our thermal energy store, is emptied.